Good morning or good afternoon from wherever you are from. Today is very special. It's the first of the daily doodles. This one I'm using an A5 piece of paper. I find A5 to be so much easier to work with. I struggle from the white page syndrome. So for me, working with a smaller page somehow makes me feel better about putting paint on the page. So yeah, I'm gonna get started. I have some watercolors that I'm gonna be working with today. And I'm actually using a technique that I've only just started using. For a while there, I was struggling a lot to, create work. I just wasn't feeling good about drawing, and everything that I produced I wasn't feeling amazing about. So at work, actually, I started just using a highlighter and drawing random blobs, and then using a permanent marker to try and turn them into something, if that makes sense. You'll see further in the clip what I'm doing, but essentially I'm just giving myself a starting point, or boxing myself into something so that I can start. I guess sometimes having free reign of a white page is a bit hard to start with and is a bit scary, so this is a great way to start without putting so much pressure on yourself too, because then, with something like this, it's not as strict. Like, I don't care so much about an artwork like this as opposed to an artwork where I've, bunny ears, put more effort into. So I hope you enjoy it. Here, I guess you can see, I'm not necessarily painting a shape or trying to paint anything in particular. I guess you could say maybe I was trying to paint something, but to be completely honest, it's just relaxing to put paint on the page. And you can see me making more marks and going back and changing things, not because I'm thinking about what I'm going to do at the end. I'm just thinking about what looks aesthetic in that moment, if that makes sense. So yeah, completely not thinking about the end product. I'm just thinking about abstract shapes and really trying to make the color solid and make sure it comes out clean. This clip is actually kind of funny because I had planned on going in with the Zig Millennium 005, but when I started drawing, it just wasn't as thick as I think it needed to be for this piece because the blue was so bright. So I do end up getting more pens. So here's just a look at this pen. I highly recommend it. It's a great pen. Not for this project though. Here you can see when I went to go get some more pens. I ended up grabbing a few different sizes. So I've got, I think, the 0.8, 0.5 and a 0.3 and a Copic marker. So I was trying to check what size I think would make the best outline for this sort of piece. I needed it to be a little bit bolder than the 005. So I do end up going with, I believe it's a Staedtler. I'm not quite sure how to say the name. I've never been able to say it. Staedtler, and that's a 0.5. Just for the thickness, I think that worked best with the bold color. I can't recommend this style of drawing and painting more, because it really helps you to consider shapes differently. And this is a piece of artwork that I probably wouldn't have made and wouldn't have been able to conceive had I not sort of started with the really ambiguous abstract blob, because I don't usually draw cartoons like this, and they're definitely not from this angle or with these proportions. I think having that starter really helps you to engage your brain differently. So highly recommend you try this out if you're struggling a little bit. I'm just feeling the need to apologize at this point for that really awkward long pause. I was looking at the picture and I knew it needed something, but I didn't know what else to add. I was considering adding, a shirt or drawing, the lower half of the head or neck, but I really just didn't want to go outside of that blue blob. So I thought adding the black might help the picture have that sort of contrast. So you can see I start going in with the Copic and then I change my mind because I want to add highlights, which I think was a really good idea. In the end, it turned out really good. But yeah, I'm just going in with the 0.5 just to make those marks for the highlights, and then I go back in with the Copic to block in everything else. I guess I don't really have much else to say about this picture, but I really hope that you enjoyed the first daily doodle. I guess I'll let the rest of the clip play. Let me know how you feel about this, what you think about it. Definitely keen to do more of these different prompts. It'd be great. I'm really enjoying this daily drawing practice. I think it really helps to keep you alert and creative. So yeah, thank you for watching.